Just smooth. What did I say? Smooth. Wow, I was trying to say smooth. I feel like I said smooth. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, which is all about beauty. I'm really excited about today because I've put together a special 101 series for you guys, and I've broken it down into different categories. We've got skincare, concealer and contour, foundation, brows, eyes and lips, and then also bronzer, blush and highlight. And we're going to kick off the series today with skincare. I'm answering all of your questions and also going through a full demo for you. Now, as always, if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button, because honestly, I really do appreciate the support. And with the channel growing, it really helps me create better content for you guys too. Don't forget that you can also catch me over on Instagram, where you can follow my stories and my posts for daily beauty news, PR unboxing, product reviews, and just generally what I get up to in life when I'm not filming on YouTube. Now let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so as you can see, I have nothing on my skin. I don't even have any skincare. I've only washed my face. So we're gonna get straight to it. I'm gonna be answering questions that you guys have sent in. So let's kick off with the first one. Okay, so there are various reasons as to why skincare is so important for makeup application and just in general as well. So I'll go through just a few of them. One of them being quite obvious, keeping your skin clean, and that kind of forms part of the skincare process in the morning and the evening. So for example, you have the cleansing, then you have maybe the targeted treatments that you may have depending on your skin type or skin concern. Then you have hydration. Also throughout the day, your skin sheds skin cells. So you want to kind of give it a helping hand into like removing that dead skin and also keeping your skin smooth and glowing as well. So if you don't clean your skin properly, you will end up with like buildup of dirt in your pores, which then leads to clogged pores, which could then lead to kind of spots or congested skin. So it really is a case of avoiding all of that, because congested skin, spots, it's, as many of you probably know, I know personally as well, it can lead to makeup not looking great on skin. You know, the best possible skin would be to have super smooth skin, because even if you do have blemishes or pigmentation, there are ways to cover it up. When you have bumpy skin, it is a completely different ballgame. Now, I want to give you one example of why skincare is so important for makeup application. So let's say we have I think I've given a kind of similar example in a previous video, but this works perfectly for this too. So if you have a wall, you're painting over it and it's super smooth, it's gonna look amazing because you've just got a really nice smooth wall. And we've made sure that we've looked after that wall, and you know, we make sure it's clean, we don't kind of treat it badly, we're just looking after it and being gentle with it. And then you have another wall which kind of has like holes in there, and you know, we've been a bit rough with it and it isn't smooth at all. You've got kind of like cracks and stuff in there going on, and then you paint over it. You're gonna see all of it. There's definitely gonna be a difference between how the smooth wall looks and how the cracked kind of holy wall looks like. That should hopefully help you understand like why it is so important for makeup application. I personally think even putting makeup application aside, your skincare is very important regardless, because it also, you know, it makes us feel better as well. If we've looked after our skin and it also looks better, it makes you feel better. It's just normal. It's just the way we are. But with makeup application, it does make things a lot easier for you. So the way I do this is I have a routine in place for my skincare. I have a minimum of 2 routines and a maximum of 3 routines, which I'm gonna go through shortly. Now, my morning routine is obviously, you know, I wake up, I brush my teeth, have a shower, and then I will kind of do my morning routine. And then maybe I'm waiting several hours before I actually put makeup on, because maybe I'm not going out until the afternoon. So then I have a pre-makeup routine to prep my skin for the makeup, and then I'll have my nighttime routine. But then some days I need to get ready in the morning, so my morning and my pre-makeup application routine is kind of together, so there's not a gap. But it's fairly easy, and you know what, I don't mind taking that time out to really look after my skin, because One, I'm always trying different makeup, and obviously you guys know the number of videos I do. I really need to make sure my skin is in good condition. It doesn't always work that way because sometimes it can be hormonal, sometimes it's stress, and sometimes it's the weather. It really just depends. So it doesn't mean that by just sticking to your skincare routine, you can avoid everything. There are other factors in play, and unfortunately, those other factors you don't have too much control over. You know, it's not as easy as sorting that issue out within your skincare routine. That's my full routine, and that's how I make sure I get, make sure my skin is in good condition for makeup application. Now, I also have my at-home skin treatments, and what that is just a selection of products that I don't necessarily use every day, but I use them kind of sporadically depending on what my skin is like. So maybe one I'll use once a week, maybe one I'll use maybe a few times in a year, and it depends on how my skin is feeling during that time. And if I feel like I need an extra helping hand because my normal skincare routine isn't really doing the job, then that's where I go towards my skin treatments. So for example, once a week I use my exfoliator, which is the Wind Sahara Silk exfoliator, and I use this once a week because I don't like to over exfoliate my face. I have sensitive skin, so it can go red quite easily, but also, to be fair, this exfoliator that I use, you can use it several times throughout the week. It's so gentle, but I just like to stick to once a week. So I'm actually going to try that in a bit for you because I haven't actually done any of my skincare routine other than wash my face. Another product I use sometimes is my Wind Atlas Pure Mask. Now what I do is I use this when I feel like my skin is congested or I'm about to break out. What I do, if I feel like I'm kind of getting bumpiness under the skin, like I've got spots that are under the skin, or I feel like I've just generally broken out, or I feel that, when you get that slight kind of, it hurts and you're like, oh my God, this is just gonna be awful in a few days, then I'll go straight in with this mask. Now, although it is a clay mask, what I love about this mask is that it doesn't dry out on the skin. So with most clay masks, you put them on and then they dry out, they go really kind of like light in color and they're totally dry, and then you have to kind of like scrub it off. This never dries out on the skin, and that's why I love it, because it doesn't dry out my skin. It keeps it hydrated, but it still does draw out the impurities whilst keeping it hydrated. So that's the main reason I love this mask. It's honestly so good no matter what your skin type. Another product that is within my skin treatment list is my Lancer Advanced Retinol Treatment, which I absolutely love. Even though this does dry my skin out, I have another product from Wind that completely balances out my skin perfectly and can be used with this retinol product, and it just keeps my skin hydrated. Now this Lancer product, I use this probably 3 times a year because it's too much for regular use. It's a retinol treatment, so if I decide to use it, I use it for around 2 months, and then that's my kind of like, I'm done with it, I will use this, and I use this every night, and this replaces my nighttime moisturizer. And I put my Lancer retinol treatment on, I let that sink in for about 20 minutes, and then before I go to bed, I go in and I apply my Wind Marrakesh Light oil. Now this oil is perfect if you want to use it with retinol, because I find that there are a lot of products out there that you can't use with retinol, and it just hydrates your skin. So the retinol still gets to work at its full potential, but then you're still adding that hydration so that when you wake up in the morning, or even after several weeks of using retinol, your skin isn't overly dry. Now the last product that is within my at-home skincare treatment list is the Lancer Caviar Lime Acid Peel. It has 10% glycolic acid and 10% phytic acid, I hope that is how you say it, and retinol. I use this once a week, and you can leave it on for about an hour and then you wash it off and carry on with your skincare. Then I take that off after an hour, and then I go in with my Marrakesh Light Magic Oil because that gives me that extra hydration. The reason I love this Lancer Caviar Lime Acid Peel is because it resurfaces the skin, and it also helps to just keep it smooth. Now I will do a separate video on more advanced skincare, like really going deep into retinol and acids for the skin, because I know some of you guys have asked about this. So I will do a separate video on this soon, just totally focused on kind of acids and what the best way to kind of have at-home treatments rather than spending so much money going into clinics and things. So I will make sure I do that. Okay, so it's weird because I have all of my morning routine products laid out in front of me, including my kind of pre-makeup application and my nighttime, and there's just so much stuff here. I'm like, whoa, I didn't realize I used so much. But when you spread it out, I guess it will make sense. Now, I start off the morning with my cleanser, and I use the Wind Oasis Fresh dissolving jelly cleanser. Now this cleanser, I love it, and I use this with my Foreo, by the way. So I use the combination Foreo, the blue one. I double cleanse. So I basically wash my face with the cleanser first with my hands, then I wash it off, and then I go back in with my hands and apply it again, and then I go over with my Foreo. I just have always double cleansed for a very, very long time because I just feel like I've properly cleaned my skin. The reason I love this facial wash is because it is so light on my skin. It doesn't strip my skin, it doesn't strip my skin of any hydration. And also I hate when some face washes leave like this residue on your skin, and this doesn't leave it. This doesn't leave any kind of residue. My skin doesn't feel tight either, and that's another main thing that I absolutely love about this product. Next, I find this so important, and it has honestly helped my skin so much. I can't begin to like recommend this enough, is that once you've washed your face, let it air dry. Don't use a towel. Honestly, it's going to completely change your life. Like, it will really make a difference. So try that out. I know it's a little bit time consuming because you're not just drying it straight away, but it really does help. So I let my skin air dry before I move on to my next step. Then I go in with my eye cream in the morning. I use the Charlotte Tilbury Cryo Recovery Eye Serum. That's what I'm using at the moment for the morning. So I've been using it for a little while now, and it seems to be pretty good. It's quite a nice, refreshing eye serum. I do feel like I probably need to go back to an actual eye cream because I'm using a serum morning and night at the moment, and I feel like I need a bit more hydration. So I'm on the lookout for another eye cream, to be honest. But this is doing the job at the moment, and it tends to kind of really make the eye area feel awake. I guess it's because of the metal cooling tip that it has. Then I go on to my moisturizer, which is the Wind Medina Dew Moisturizer. This is like a melting rose water moisturizer. It's so light on the skin. I use this on my clients as well, by the way, because it honestly just, I think you've probably seen me use it in previous videos when I'm working either on my mum or on a model. So I use this on my clients as well. I absolutely love it. It's so hydrating, but it doesn't leave a greasy finish. What I really love about this moisturizer is that it does the job. It moisturizes my skin. It gives me ultra hydration, but it doesn't leave a greasy finish. It literally just, like it is called, it melts into the skin. It's just perfect for my skin. So I love that moisturizer. That's what I'm using at the moment. And it also has antioxidants to help kind of protect the skin from within as well. Okay, so my face is a little bit wet, as you can see, because I'm going to show you my exfoliator, because it is something that I haven't done today. So we're going to start with the demo of me obviously putting my skincare on. I've already washed my face with my face wash and then washed it again with my Foreo, so that's really kind of double cleansed my skin. Okay, so now I am going to apply my exfoliator, and just got a little bit on my finger, and basically what I do is I massage this into my skin. So what happens is you actually massage this in to activate it, and then you leave it on. You can leave it on for like 5 minutes. I sometimes just wash it off straight away. It's super gentle, like you can feel the really, really fine beads. Okay, so I feel like I can wash this off now. Give me a second, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I have washed it off. I'm gonna let my skin air dry like I usually do. Okay, so my skin is completely dry now. I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury eye cream. Remember I told you guys that I use this in the mornings. Now, I've kind of like shown you my morning routine, which is gonna include my pre-makeup prep, minus the face wash, because I already did that. So that's what I usually do, and any kind of leftover eye serum, I just smooth it. I always go like this way around upwards. Next up, my Medina Dew Moisturizer, and I'm just gonna get a small amount of this. You don't actually need a lot of this, so I'm just gonna got this on my fingertips. See, it's like so light you can't even see it, and I guess that's why it's called a water cream. Right, now what I do is I let that sink in because I don't want to go straight in with my next product. So you've got to allow your skin to kind of absorb the product that you've applied. Don't just start layering each layer on straight away. You've got to let it get to work a little bit. Let your skin absorb the product and then move on to the next product. Okay, so my next product is my SPF. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people get confused, including myself, to be honest. Do you apply your SPF before moisturizer or after moisturizer? There are mixed reviews, even from dermatologists, because some dermatologists say that, okay, your SPF should be applied before your moisturizer because it needs to penetrate the skin in order for it to work. Whereas some dermatologists say that your SPF should be applied after your moisturizer, because if you apply it before your moisturizer, then the moisturizer may change the properties of the SPF, and therefore it doesn't actually work to its full potential. It all really depends on your SPF, I guess, but it's like, how do you find out like whether you should apply it before or after? I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna be completely transparent with you. I apply my SPF after my moisturizer because my reason is, and this may not really kind of have anything to do with whether it works or not, but when I apply my SPF, it leaves, like everyone knows, most SPFs leave a slight kind of greasy feeling. And I feel like that greasy feeling straight on my skin and then going in with moisturizer after, it just doesn't kind of work for me. So I do apply it after my moisturizer, but I think what gives me that slight kind of comfort is knowing that my moisturizer that I use, the really light Wind Medina Dew, is so ultra light. It's not a heavy cream. So my next step is my SPF, and I'm gonna use my Sarah Chapman Skin Assist Skin Insurance SPF 50. I do really like this SPF. It does leave that kind of slight, got that typical SPF fluid feel to it, but it's a nice SPF. So I just apply this all over. So I've let that settle down into my skin. I'm gonna move on to my next step, which is my primer. I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and this is the primer that I would usually use if I've used my Sarah Chapman SPF, because that's obviously not a primer. It's like a clear gel, and I don't rub this in. I just smooth. What did I say? Smooth. Wow, I was trying to say smooth. I feel like I said smooth. I smooth this onto my skin, and that's done. This primer I love. One, it's just a clean product. There's no like crap in there. And it also is silicone free, it's oil free. And what I love most about it is it really grips hold of the makeup and it just stays in place, so I love it. So that's basically my skincare done, and that's my morning routine minus my face wash, but including my pre-makeup application prep. That's all done. So now, for example, my skin would be ready for makeup application. So my nighttime routine, it really depends on how much makeup I've had on throughout the day. So on some days I have a lot of makeup on, so I need a heavy duty product to remove it before I get started with actually my full routine and looking after my skin. So if I'm wearing really heavy makeup, I use my Wishful Clean Genie Cleansing Butter, and this is basically there to kind of like take off that extra makeup. I could very easily go in with my Wind Oasis Fresh Jelly Cleanser, but I'll be honest, I guess the reason I use a cleansing butter first, if I've got heavy makeup on, is because I just don't want to waste my actual face wash, because I'll go through it so quickly otherwise. So really I'm using this Wishful Clean Genie to just get rid of all the crap so that I can go straight in with my cleanser and start double cleansing and go straight on with my full routine. I just get a whole load out of here and apply it to dry skin, so I don't wet my face first. So it's just got my makeup on. I take my lashes off, and then I just rub all over my face, and then I basically just wash it off. And then it's still like, there's no way I would recommend this on its own to cleanse your face. No way. It's just, you need, personally, I feel like it's gonna leave a residue. It's a cleansing butter, and you can feel that when you put it on. It's great for taking makeup off, but I don't feel like it's great for as an actual cleanser. So then I would move on to my Oasis Fresh cleanser, and I will basically double cleanse from that. So this is kind of triple cleansing, I guess, because the first step is kind of taking off all that makeup. Second step is then applying my face wash all over and washing off all that kind of residue from this butter and any excess makeup that may have been left on, because it doesn't actually remove everything. And then I will go in, once I've washed my face with that cleanser, I'll go in again with the cleanser, and then I will then go in with my Foreo. So my cleanser's on my face, and then I start foaming it up with my Foreo, and then this really cleans my face, including that cleanser. So that's my kind of like triple cleansing done for the evening. If I don't have heavy makeup on, I'll just go straight in with my first step of the cleanser, and then obviously carry on with my second step, which is a double cleansing. Now then I let my skin air dry, like I said, so I let that completely air dry. And if I am suffering from congested skin, I mentioned the Wind Atlas Pure to you earlier, which is the mask, the clay mask that I use sometimes. I only use this if my skin is feeling congested or kind of like tired and just feels like there's a bit of congestion, or maybe I'm coming out with spots. And then I would apply this. I don't necessarily apply this all over my face. I actually apply it to targeted areas. So I'd apply this on the areas that I feel that I am slightly congested. And then I would leave it on for around like, it says 5 minutes, but I leave it on for about 10 minutes and it's fine. And then I wash it off. And once I've washed it off, then I will let my skin air dry, and I go in with my next product, which is my Vertuna eye serum. It seems to be a good serum. I mean, considering I'm using a serum morning and night, my eye area isn't feeling dry, it is still feeling very hydrated, but I guess I like the feel of a cream, which is why I mentioned earlier that I really want to kind of try and find a good eye cream. So my night cream is the Wind Casbah Moonlight Transforming Cream to Oil Nightly Mask. Now, even though it's called a cream to oil nightly mask, it is just a night cream, and it works amazing. Like, my skin feels so plump in the morning, and I use this daily. You know, I mentioned earlier that when I'm using retinol, I will then also use the Marrakesh Light Oil sometimes to give it that extra hydration. Sometimes I do use the night cream after my retinol, 20 minutes after applying my retinol, because it works great with retinol, because it just speeds up that kind of regenerating cycle of your skin. I just want to show you, look, you can see at the tip of my finger, it is still a cream. So as much as I am saying to you that, you know, this is a cream to oil nightly mask, it doesn't feel like an oil. It feels like it just feels really luxurious, and at nighttime, and it smells amazing too. At nighttime, I want to feel like I've really kind of like pampered my skin. And this is kind of, it really does give you that feeling. It smells amazing, and it has argan oil in there, botanical oils, and also vitamin E as well. So it's really good for your skin. I've just applied that to my skin, and I wish you could kind of like feel it, but it doesn't feel oily at all, and it's kind of like pillow proof. Like, you can still sleep with this not feeling like, oh, I've got oil. It doesn't feel like oil. It's just fully absorbed. It just fully absorbs into your skin. It just gives a really nice luxurious feeling, and it genuinely is something that I would recommend, because you wake up feeling like you've just got really good skin. My last bit of skincare for the night is my lip butter, which is the Summer Fridays lip butter, and I love it. This balm is the vanilla balm. I think that's the only one they do, to be honest, but it is really, really good. I use this at night time, and it just keeps my lips hydrated. I am a sucker for lip balms. I absolutely love them. I've got to have them. So yeah, that is basically my nighttime routine. Okay, so there are a few products that I kind of keep them incorporated in my skincare routine, but one of them I kind of like use kind of as part of my makeup, to be honest, as opposed to my skincare, but I'm going to show you that anyway. So one of them, I know I've already gone through this, but one of them definitely is like the Wind Marrakesh Light. It's the Illuminating Magic Oil, because it is great if your skin is feeling stressed or tired, and it's not an oily formula. It's kind of almost like a dry oil, so it still hydrates you. It gives deep hydration to your skin. The other product, which like I said, it's kind of like forms, I would kind of see it to be part of my makeup routine, but it's kind of not. It's kind of like in the middle. It's the Wind Eureka Sun Instant Glow Tinting Water. How I use it is, if my skin is looking very dull, I feel like it's just looking a bit, you know, it needs a bit of kind of more of a glow, and I need that, it's a quick fix, then I will use this. Wash your face, make sure it's fully dry, and then you can apply a few drops of this. Now you can apply it all over if you want to. It's like a water, but it's a tinting water, so it gives you that bronze finish to your skin. It just gives you a really nice glow, and you can carry on. And as you keep doing this daily or every other day, it actually, the color enhances, so you can stop after a week's use and then maybe start again whenever you feel like you want more of that kind of bronze glowy look to your skin. I like to actually apply it along the perimeter of the face and just along this area here, so it's almost like a semi-permanent contour. And also the Wind Oasis Veil, which is my favorite face mist. It is amazing. This is basically a spray-on serum. It's so good for your skin and it smells absolutely amazing, just like orange blossom. I keep this on me throughout the day, like it's in my bag most of the time, so I just will, especially living in this country, sometimes you just want that extra hydration because it can get a bit hot here. So you want that kind of like really, and I also do put this in the fridge in the summertime because then it's like really nice and cooling on the face. So I always use that for that instant hydration. It's got encapsulated vitamin C as well, so it's good for your skin. It's kind of glow boosting, and it's something that I genuinely would recommend to everyone. Okay, so one of them is Biodash. This is something that I use and I love it. I haven't used this for a few months, so I think I'm going to try this again because I absolutely loved the results, and I just think it's just like looking after your skin, and it just makes me feel good that I'm still doing that while I might be sitting chilling. So this basically is something that you put on like this. So you can see it's like a mark, and you can wear this anywhere. It's not even like you have to put this on, you know, like you can be sitting in front of the TV, you can be just sitting on your laptop working. So it basically works by emitting infrared light in different wavelengths and spectrums, which causes different skin benefits. So they have 3 different settings, so you can choose which setting that your skin needs, and you can basically use that same setting every single day for a certain number of days. So every night you can do this, and then that will help that specific skin concern. Plus you can charge this, so it comes with a wire. You put the wire in here, and then the other end you can just it's USB, so you can pop into the back of your laptop or wherever. Now it also helps to optimize your skincare products. So the LED lights help to optimize your serum or your moisturizer, your toner to its full potential. By stimulating blood flow in the targeted areas, it also helps to rejuvenate dull or tired skin which are exposed to environmental kind of factors. So it has 3 different settings. The red light therapy is anti-aging, so it helps to stimulate collagen production, elastin production, and it also helps to reduce inflammation in the skin. So you can't see here, but it's on. The red light is on. I'm not sure, I don't think you can see it. So it's like tiny lines all the way across, and this basically helps to just work all over your face. And then you have, which one's the next one? The blue one, I don't think you can still see it because it's so fine on the mask. So the blue light therapy is used for antibacterial benefits. It's great for treating acne. So it basically kills the bacteria that causes acne without damaging the skin. The amber light therapy helps to flush waste from the skin. So it helps to boost lymphatic flow in the skin, increase cellular growth, and help with the production of skin cell turnover. Lastly, the only other skincare tool that I use is the Foreo, and I use the blue one, which is for combination skin. I think you get a different color one for kind of dry skin and a different color one for oily skin. I really like this one because my skin is combination, but I absolutely love this. I don't know what I would do without this, because I feel like this really kind of takes that cleansing process to the next level and really does thoroughly clean my skin. Now, I hope you have enjoyed this. I really do want to very quickly just say thank you for Wind for introducing me to these products, because I can see now I've got all of my products together. I can see most of the products I use are actually from the Wind range. So thank you to them for introducing me to the range and for making me a brand ambassador for Wind in the UAE, because honestly, I absolutely love these products and I wouldn't be brand ambassador if I didn't genuinely love these products. I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments box below. Don't forget, all the products are listed in my description box below, so all you need to do is click on the link to take you straight to them. Now, as always, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Now, until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.